Hi, I'm Tom Chick. We're playing Renegade. Today we're going against the supermassive computer named Spider. Spider is still on the easy level of the game. Let's call it upper easy. The conceit for Spider is that unlike the other supermassive computers, this is just a test here, that set up their sparks in such a way that they will slowly start to clump together and eventually create guardians. Spider works by distributing sparks moving up from the lower numbered partitions, and as that happens, rather than clumping together, the idea is that as she surrounds locations, as she surrounds a partition with sparks, at the end of the turn, if ever a partition is completely surrounded, all contaminants and installations are killed. And no, that's not during the countermeasure phase. That's just at the end of each hacker's turn. You check, has something been surrounded? If it has, then that something is gone. She's still a relatively easy supermassive computer. Spider's straightforward enough that I think what I'm going to do is randomly roll up which two hackers I'm using. I'm not just going to pick my favorites. This is not just going to be about heady magnetic. So we have here all 5 hackers, the 4 primary colors, and then Rupert Stans. I'm just going to roll, and on a 6 I'll re-roll. 2. So on a 1 to 3 Monte Quantum, on a 4 to 6 Dex. So Monte Quantum, and then I'm going to roll here. I'll re-roll a 5 or 6. 2. So that's red. 1 to 3 Oceanoro, and Angel Nitrate 4 to 6. All right, an Angel Nitrate. And of course, we're randomly going to determine our copper, silver, and gold countermeasures. All right, we are starting with misdirection. Have one or more replicants on 3 different network access points. All right, so let's build the network here. So that just means we have to get the yellow contaminant, a replicant, on 3 different number 6 partitions. All right, here's the network I've built, which is a little bit clumsy, but we'll see what we can do. Spider starts with a spark on every partition on Faith, and then on every odd-numbered partition on each hacker's server. We take, for the 3 missing hackers, 3 data ports, and let's just do this, I think. All right, here's the Hack Shack. That'll be good. Obviously good. All right, our starting hands. All right, when Spider places sparks at the beginning of each hacker's turn, normally you roll the spark dice, which specify a server and a partition. Spider does not specify the partition using dice. She chooses a server with the dice and then puts a spark on the lowest numbered partition with the fewest sparks. So here's how that would look in action. So here, the lowest numbered partition with the fewest sparks, they all have 1, would be 1. So at the beginning of Angel Nitrate's turn, that's where that spark appears. All right, we'll take the self-modifying inhibitor. We will move here and I guess leave the virus there. Let's use the self-modifying inhibitor to turn this into a replicant. And let's upload an uplink. And then save this for her next turn. Over to Monte Quantum, we add a spark to the lowest numbered partition with the fewest sparks. Refill the Hack Shack. All right, well, we definitely want that iteration. So let's spend these two, and we will discard that and delete that for iteration. We will use the Renegade Apprentice, cache that in for this overwrite interrupt. Let's upload a replicant. Let's shift this replicant here. So now we just have to get a replicant on one other access point to meet the goals of our copper countermeasure card. And then let's move here. And then save this. Refill the Hack Shack. Oh, good. Roll for a spark. Wow. All right, for Angel Nitrate's turn, I do of course want that Adrenaline Surge. I'll take the Dancing Pig. I will upload a replicant. So there are the 3 deception commands, and I will also spin the Adrenaline Surge. These are of no use, but the text says when it's used as part of an upload action, upload an additional contaminant of that type. To get 2 replicants, I will upload a virus. And we'll go ahead and move and carry both replicants with us down here, which costs our 1 movement point. All right, that's Angel Nitrate's turn. Here are our last 5 cards. Monty Quantum, we refill the Hack Shack. Well, that's good for him. It's nice to be able to move around all the uplinks freely, which is what Vulnerability Scanner pretty much lets you do. Roll for a spark. Blue with the fewest. The lowest number with the fewest sparks is right there. All right, Monty Quantum. So we don't need to do anything else to meet the requirements of the Countermeasure card, but it might be a good time to start trying to keep Faith from being overrun. So, upload a replicant. Actually, before I spend this, let me swap out the duality. These will be 2 movement points. Wait, where did I upload a replicant? Here, right? Yeah. All right, 2 movement points. There is 1 of them. That is 2 of them. Shoot, this isn't going to work like I hoped. Let's upload an uplink. And hang on to this for next turn. All right, Angel Nitrate's final turn. Let's refill the Hack Shack. Roll for the spark. Red with the fewest sparks, which is right here. I think I do want that replicant jar. Yeah, so discard one of these, delete that to get a replicant jar. We will use that for 2 movement points. There's 1 of them. So once we're in this little network here, we can freely redistribute the contaminants. Let's bring these 2 in here with us. And let's move these 2 here, and this here. And then also this virus. Oh no, we need this virus. No, we don't. And then this virus here to set up Monty Quantum going in there and getting rid of that and building a neural hub. Use the replicant jar for the deception command to modify this into a, what color do we want? I guess another replicant. And then upload a virus. All right, Angel Nitrate done. Over to Monty Quantum. Refill the Hack Shack. Roll for a new spark. Blue, the lowest number with the fewest sparks. Well, we'll trade Decrypt for this. All right, we've only got one movement. We could use this for movement, though. All right, so let's do this. This is 2 movement points. Let's come up here. That's 1 movement point. Pick this up, and then come back here for 2 movement points. Now we can freely move around amongst this little network here. I know we want to end there. Let's bring this in there as well. All right, we're going to infect that spark using this. So we get +5, it gets +1. Our +5 makes this a 9. His +1 makes that a 7. This is deleted. I would have saved this, but I don't need it. Actually, now let's spin this to turn those viruses into a propagator. Let's spin this to turn these uplinks into a neural hub. Let's use 2 push actions. Let's push this here because the neural hub can you can do remote actions anywhere on any partition on that server. And let's just push that there. And then this can be used to upload a virus. All right, there we go. That was our first command phase. We now go to the countermeasure phase. Anywhere that sparks and contaminants coexist, we resolve that. It doesn't happen anywhere. No one ever got surrounded. So we go to the success or failure check. Have 1 or more replicants on the following number of access points. 1, 2, 3. So that is a success. Add 1 propagator anywhere on the network. Now, normally you would move the sparks here, but because Spider wants to spread them out and surround places, she stipulates that during the countermeasure phase, you skip the move sparks step. So we're finished. We get the 25 points for accomplishing the copper countermeasure. We now go, the next one will be fireworks, have a propagator on the following number of servers. Oh. We're actually done. We've already met the goal here. Oh, shoot a monkey. Ugh.